is our third annual Pan-African conference. Today you will hear different views and different perspective of different beliefs and what people believe in Jesus. We have two pastors that's in the building, Dr. Tomlin, Reagan, and Dr. Lewis. I'm not a pastor, but if you're comfortable, you're welcome to speak in the pulpit to give respect to you. But if you could stand at this time, we just want to open up with prayer. And this is my pastor, my dad, Pastor Milton Harris.
Amen. Amen.
Got to say praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
If you don't mind, can you link chain? Just hold hands. That's a sign of unity. I just believe when the Holy Spirit begins to move, we're touching and agreeing. He's in the midst. That's just one of my beliefs that my former pastor, who was my father-in-law, passed down. Just touching and agreeing.
Amen.
Lincoln chain. That's old school. So would you just bow your heads for me? Father God, we thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you for your son, Jesus.
Yes,
Lord.
God.
Lord, we thank you for allowing us to come out
Yes,
into your house, Lord.
Yes.
We give you the honor.
Yes.
We give you the praise.
Yes, God.
We ask that you will bless the ones that thought about getting this meeting together,
Yes.
this unity together.
Yes.
Lord, bless the Mocombeian Foundation, Lord.
Yes,
Bless
God.
the ones that help this ministry.
Yes,
Help
God.
these kids, Lord. We give you honor. We
Yes.
give you praise. Bless every heart that's in the building.
Yes, God.
Lord, such us, Lord. If you find anything that's not right, take it out.
Yes.
In the
Jesus.
name of
In
Jesus.
the name of Jesus.
Let us leave here with more love,
Yes.
more peace,
Yes.
more wisdom,
Yes, God.
more, if anything is sickness in us, let us heal it today, Lord.
Yes, God.
If we have a financial problem, Lord, bless us today,
Bless
Lord.
us, God.
Whatever our problem is,
Yes,
don't
God.
let us leave here the same.
Yes.
Let us be more blessed, Lord.
Yes,
In
God.
the name of Jesus.
In the name
we
of
pray.
Jesus.
Amen.
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 Okay, stay standing. I want you to go to somebody that you don't know and greet them and say, I'm very glad that you are here today. I'm glad you're not alone. I'm glad you're not alone. I'm glad you're I'm glad you're not alone. I'm glad you. Oh Lord, come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Oh Lord, come by here. We need a blessing, Lord. Come by here. We need a blessing, Lord. Come by here. We need a blessing, Lord. Come by here. Oh Lord, come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Oh Lord, come by here. At this time, I'm going to call to the forefront my husband, Dr. Paul C. McComb.
I honor my ancestors, my grandparents, Euthanasia John McComb, and the father of my country, John Jacques Dessalines, and I speak in their name. I want to thank Mr. Harris for opening up the church for us at the last minute. We actually were supposed to have the event at the African American Research Library and Cultural Center, but apparently we partnered with them to actually have people come out to the library because the library is underutilized. So they wanted to have events annually, so they suggested the Pan-African Conference. This year's topic they wanted to do was titled The Emerging Black Woman in the Black Church, as black women are getting more educated, earning more advanced degrees, where do we see the black church going within the next 20, 25 years? Unfortunately, they have felon integration symposium or sign up. Apparently, they passed a law to allow felons their right to vote, so they're doing that at the library today. So we moved to the church, and on top of that, we just Dr. Tomlin just released her new book, Preach It, on African American preaching style. So that allowed us to combine her presentation with that particular topic of African American women in the black church. I'm not in the church.
Yet.
I am an atheist. Nonetheless, as a scholar, I do have what's called epistemic responsibility to deal with certain topics and certain ideas in the society. One of these issues that I met Dr. Tomlin a while ago, it's going on 15 years now. She's in the UK, she read an article that I wrote, and I believe she confided in me and said she was leaving academia to start her ministry, to preach. And this was before I was even married. And so we had plans to write a book, I believe, on black preaching style, but I felt hypocritical because I don't believe in any of it. So I held back some on that particular topic. Even though in grad school I did take a class on Africanism and looking at black preaching style, some of the what we call Africanism in the black church. Me personally, the reason why I do events in the church, because every system that we have in place has three components. They have what's called a metaphysical component, an epistemological component, and what we call an axiological component. Axiology deals with ethics and aesthetics. So the Christian church, and all its variations, has a metaphysical component, the belief in God, that there is a God that exists and Jesus is both Son and God embodied, etc. It has an epistemological component which says that how do we know what we know about Jesus in the world, either through revelation, through reason, knowledge, reasoning. St. Thomas was one who tried to synthesize rationalism with revelation. And then it has an axiological component. It tells us how we ought to live with each other and how we ought to live in the world. For me, because I have a philosophical and sociological background as well as a historical background, I understand that the origins of religion began as an attempt to understand the world around us. And as a result of that, what we didn't understand, we attributed to God. The human mind attributed or called it God, what have you. And I stick to that. I don't go into what's called fideism, which is the belief that you have to have faith to know that there is a God. I don't take that leap of faith, that Kirkardian leap of faith. I try to hold on to reason and rationality. That being said, I do believe in the times that we are living, to approach the people, you have to approach people where they are, and that's in the church, because we need a transmogrification of the world, because what we're heading towards, we need a new world, we need a new form of how we interact with one another, and the only way we can do that is to change our understanding about the ethics of the church, the aesthetics of the church, because a lot of what is transpiring today are a result of a misinterpretation of gospel. Because many people adopted a Protestant ethic to Christianity, and that has caused, or that has led us to where we are today. We have to change that epistemology, that axiology, because we need a new way of interacting with one another. So I say all that to say I hope Dr. Tomlin, Dr. Liu, Aunt Sherry, open up your minds, open us, or gives us a new epistemology, a new ethic by which we can fix the problems we're currently facing: climate change, war, greed, what the Catholic Church called the 7 deadly sins. It's as though we're justifying the deadly sins within the gospel. So hopefully you all come out better people with better knowledge, more knowledge than when you came in, and continue to support. Next year we'll be back in the library, hopefully. So continue to come out and enjoy the conferences. We do post them on YouTube, by the way, so we have a large following. So enjoy, and thank you all for coming out. And the next speaker, I believe, we'll have Dr. Liu. He'll go in this order: Dr. Liu, Dr. Tomlin, Aunt Sherry, and then I'll close for everybody. Does that work? All right, thank you all.
Simple, your idea, it won't make sense to everybody. You need courage now if you're gonna persevere. So don't be afraid to face the world against all odds. Keep the dream alive, don't let it die. If something deep inside keeps inspiring you to try, don't stop and never give up. Don't ever give up on you. Don't give up. Every victory comes in time. Work today to change tomorrow. It gets easier. Who's to say that you can't fly? Every step take you get closer to your destination. You can feel it, don't you know you're almost there? Oh, yeah, yeah. Got an answer when you're called. So don't be afraid to face the world against all odds. Keep the dream alive, don't let it die.
said something so powerful to my husband, it like shocked me. I really felt like I heard the voice of God. So at this time, with none other than he is a professor that I know. He's a man of God. I follow him on Facebook. His church is the Jesus Center. He can tell you more about himself, but I know that he loves the Lord. That's what I know. Well, I know that he does a lot of community events where he invites people out. So I know he has a heart of God. This is what I know, just watching him. I love his wife. He has a beautiful wife. I believe they have 3 children. 4. Oh my God. 4 children. But I just know that he's a man of God. I know that he worships. He teaches, not only that, he's a teacher. So when he teaches, he takes you through the different stages. He was just talking about spiritual gifts. And I had called my friend and I said, oh my God. All this time I was thinking about, oh, you got to speak in tongues and you got to have the gift of giving. But he broke it down to another level with different gifts. How many know some of y'all need to have a gift of hospitality? How to invite people into your house. So he spoke on the gifts that we all can play a part in the kingdom of God. So I present to you no other than Dr. Lou at this time.
Thank you, Tiara, for this great introduction. I'm pleased to be here to talk a little bit about the Black Church. Now, I have entitled my talk, The Crisis and the Challenges of the Black Church in the 21st Century, a Liberation Theological Perspective. Now, this is what I'm going to do. In this talk, I'm going to critique the Haitian American Church. Then I'm going to provide a solution for both the Haitian American Church and the traditional African American Church, what we call the Black Church. So I'll be looking at the work of Dr. James H. Cone, who is called the father of Black liberation theology. Okay, so I'm gonna read my talk, and then we'll see. Okay. Unfortunately, since Haiti became a republic on January the 1st, 1804, most Haitian institutions and organizations, both in Haiti and the Haitian diaspora, have failed to embrace the rich anti-colonial thought and decolonial legacy of the Haitian Revolution. They have also failed to actualize in practical terms, as narrated in the poetic lines of Haiti's national anthem, "We shall be as brothers, O God of the valiant. Take our rights and our life, our past cries out to us. Have a disciplined soul." So end of the quote. So one of the major Haitian institutions in the Haitian diaspora, that means people who live outside of Haiti, that has miserably failed the Haitian people to live up to Haiti's revolutionary ideals and transcend nationalistic values is the Haitian American Church. Unlike the writing of the Hebrew prophets and the liberative teachings of Jesus, the Jewish Messiah and founder of Christianity, Haitian churches and ministers are disengaged with the American culture and the American society. the Haitian American church in the 21st century, American culture is still a colonized institution that is unintentionally pursuing the decolonization process in the footsteps of its brave ancestors, the protagonists of God-given human liberty. Even contemporary Christian churches in Haiti are still trapped in a colonial mindset and neo-colonial habits. These Christian congregations of various denominational expressions, such as the Baptist, the Methodist, Church of God in Christ, Presbyterian, the Seventh-day Adventist, among many others, inherited a foreign theology that undermines the dignity and the worth of the Haitian people. They've also embraced an alien theological language that encourages the suffering and resignation of Haiti's Christian communities. This imported theological narrative does not engage the messy lives of the Haitian poor, the predicament of the general masses in Haiti, also in the diaspora. It's a theology without passion, without zeal for the Haitian people. Similarly, Haitian Christians inherited the neo-colonial god of American and Western capitalism and globalization. This god is a bourgeois deity wrapped in the rainbow of American and Western NGOs, coupled with the sustenance support and grace of imperial Christianity. This particular Haitian theology of God promotes a troubling narrative of economic dependence, human isolation, and the rejection of anything Haitian or African. They embraced the white savior ideology. Interestingly, the Haitian Diasporic Church in the United States is the very product and continuity of such destructive theologies within that and ecclesiastical practice. In order for the Haitian American Church to develop a prophetic vision of Christian life, communicated through rigorous theological confessions, social outreach, and caring programs for social uplift, and social justice ministries, Haitian ministers and churches need to reject foreign theology. It needs to embrace, I mean the Haitian American Church, to embrace a more biblical theology of human life and pastoral care for the poor, the weak, and the needy in their city. They need to challenge current theological discourses and habits that preach only spiritual salvation, but undermine or neglect the existential dire needs and abject poverty of the people in the city. The Haitian clergy needs to reject neo-colonial traditions in the Haitian American churches and religious habitus that hinder the freedom of the conscience, progressive thinking, and the freedom of action. In order to promote greater Christian piety and spiritual growth, there needs to be a development of decolonial theological thinking and ecclesiastical practices that will serve as powerful weapons and created an institution that fosters the conscientization of Haitian American Christians. So the Haitian American church must reclaim the tradition of the Bible that has radically shaped the ethics and teachings of Jesus and the preaching and missionary endeavors of the Apostle Paul. As a diasporic immigrant Christian organization, the Haitian American Church should be an institution that uses its influence and resources to develop and strengthen the communities they claim to serve. However, the hard truth is that the Haitian American Church is disengaged with the Haitian experience, the Haitian life in Haiti, and the Haitian life here. Here are 9 ways the Haitian American Church is failed in the community. First, the Haitian American Church is silent on justice and race relations issues in the American culture that are radically affecting both its parishioners and the ethnic black folk and brown American population. You see, a lot of things I'm saying here are also applicable to the traditional African American church. I think some of the problems we addressing in this talk, it's not just a problem in the Haitian community, okay? It's also a problem in the African American church. So the Haitian American church is silent on the socio-economic and political matters that are transforming the lives of its own congregates, the American people, and Christians at large in this culture. So the black church turns its back on the poor, the widow, the immigrant, the economically disadvantaged population. The black church is not missional and incarnational in its outreach. It distances itself from the hurting people in its neighborhoods and closes its door on the face of the needy and the suffering population in its residential zones. The black church lacks the moral courage and integrity and the collective conscience to be a beacon of light and hope and a catalyst of human progress and transformation in the American culture. Another problem with the black church is this: it is an institution that does not welcome internal change or transformation within, nor does it contribute to external change, especially in our current culture. So here we're talking about transformation outside. So another thing is, another problem with the black church, right? It does not participate in protest movements, no social political campaigns to demand the protection of the human rights and life of undocumented people, what we call the illegal immigrants, right? Now, I'm going to turn to the work of James Cone as a way to explore some possibilities, what we should do, okay? How should we create a promising future in the African American church, Haitian churches, okay? So we can serve the people in our community, the poor, the widows, single mothers. Okay? Now, James Cone, because what happens here, before I talk about James Cone, let me say this in passing. It has to do with the problem in the black church, has to do with the theology that it advocates. You understand? Theology is first, that is central to black preaching. Also, the practices, how we do ministry outside of the church. So James Cone and his theology tries to bring theology, what we think about the church, the people of God, humanity, social structures, and how the church, the black church, should respond in light of our understanding about God, what God has called us to do, okay, in our community. So, Cone defines black theology as a radical response from the underside of American religious history to the mainstream of white Christianity. He argues that Christian theology cannot be separated from the community it represents. It assumes that truth has been given to the community in the moment of what? Of its birth. That is the church. The task is to analyze the implications of that truth. That is the message the church, the liberative message the church has received, in order to make sure that the community remains committed to that which defines its existence. So, in Cone's work, one finds the relationship between theology and ecclesiology. That means what the church do, our ministries. So they're intertwined in Cone's theological